What is up, YouTube? I just wanted to make a quick update video of kind of everything that's going on. 14 weeks out from my first natural bodybuilding show. I'm going through OCB doing classic physique. Currently 156, 157 pounds. It's the lightest I've ever been, at least for the past few years. I'm not sure how this video is going to sound, by the way, because I have my little whatever it's called, dead cat on top. I'm not wearing my mic because I decided I'm probably not going to use those mics anymore because they're just not the best quality. I'm just going to wait until I can get nicer mics. But yeah, let's go over what I'm basically doing right now. So I'm on a 5-day split. I do Monday push, Tuesday legs, Wednesday rest, Thursday pull, Friday legs, Saturday upper body, Sunday rest. And I'm doing 35 minutes of post-workout cardio Monday through Saturday. And I do abs like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And then I got to get 12,000 steps every single day, not including the 35 minutes of cardio. So I take off my Fitbit when I'm on the treadmill. So yeah, it's basically the most I've been moving around in a long time. Feels great. Definitely tired. Definitely going to start feeling it more soon. I'm at about 1,850 calories, little over 200 grams of protein, about 140 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of fats. So pretty low on calories for me. I mean, that's the lowest I've ever been in a while. So doesn't feel the best, but you got to do what you got to do to get lean. My sleep, trying to get 8 to 9 hours every night. Some nights have been pretty bad. I get like 7. Just waking up in the middle of the night, trying to figure that out. Trying to get off my screen as early as I can before I go to bed. But yeah, other than that, water, about a gallon to a gallon and a half every day, and about 6 grams of sodium. So I do about like half a teaspoon of salt with all of my meals to get that sodium up there. Because I'm getting about 2,000 to 2,500 just from my food. So then I add in the salt to get to that 6,000. But supplements right now, I am taking. What am I taking? I'm taking a fish oil omega-3, thyroid, multivitamin, TUDCA, what else? Vitamin D3, K2, magnesium glycinate, creatine obviously, and then I think like 1 or 2 more things. I can't remember. I'll have to go check in the pantry because I kind of just every Sunday I put it in my vitamin box, so then each day I just take it. I don't have to go through scrambling which ones to take. I highly recommend getting one of those if you want to stay on track with your vitamins. It really helps you stay organized. But yeah, the workouts they've been alright. They haven't been the best. I'm obviously not on as much food as I usually am, so I'm definitely not as energized. I mean, I try my best, take my pre-workout, try to get locked in. I've recently noticed that I try to get in and out more, just like quicker, because I do it more efficiently that way, and I just don't waste time sitting around, wasting my energy. I do a lot better of a job if I stay organized and get my stuff done quickly. Other than that, probably staying, I'm not sure with my coach, I haven't asked him yet, but we're probably staying at around 1,800 calories for at least a few weeks, I would assume, and probably bumping it down a little bit, maybe more cardio. Not too sure yet. Don't know if I'm going to increase my steps even more because we started at 10,000 and 12,000, so I don't know if we're going above that. But yeah, something that I noticed before that I didn't like feel this way before, when I wasn't doing my steps, like when I wasn't keeping track, I was probably getting less than 8,000, 10,000 a day, and I didn't really move around a lot, to be honest. Now that I'm getting that 10,000, 12,000 mark, every single day plus my cardio, I just feel way more active, and like now I know how to take that reverse phase seriously and actually grow by doing the right things. And it's not right to just because you're bulking to not do cardio. Like, cardio is important. Getting your steps in is very important. And obviously getting your water in and your electrolytes. But yeah, 14 weeks out right now from my first show. Just started sending my coach updates on like progress pictures and stuff like that. So I'll probably start posting some of those on Instagram, maybe TikTok too. But yeah, and then I gotta figure out my routine. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Cause I'm just pretty nervous, like, cause I've never done anything like in front of a lot of people, and especially like that I gotta wear a Speedo. Like, it's just insane to me. Like a few years ago, if you would have told me that I was doing this, I'd think you're crazy. But yeah, I just got back from the gym. I just wanted to kind of start videoing now, just cause I was in the zone. I do need to go cook my post-workout meal. And then after that, I do have a few college assignments that I need to do. And I'm probably going to just get back on here and finish filming this video. I just wanted to go over a few topics that could help you guys see success with your fitness and nutrition, just all that. Because, helping others is like the biggest thing that I want to do now. Like, obviously right now it's hard for me to focus on my own journey, and that I'm trying my best. But after I finish this prep, I'm going to take helping others way more seriously and put that focus on helping others achieve their fitness goals rather than just focusing on myself. But for right now, focusing on myself for this prep is my main focus, because I want to do as good as possible. Because my first show, I want to come in shredded. We'll see if I place. But even if I don't, I know that I gave it my all. So that's all that really matters. But yeah, I'm going to be back in a little bit after I eat my post-workout meal, and then we can go over some things. Alright, what is up? So we just got back from the vitamin shop, and I want to show you guys what I got. So they had the Rise energy drinks. It was $1 per can, and you could only get 6 at a time. So I went in, got 6, came back in, got 6 more. So I got 12 Rise energy drinks. And then just to show you guys the collection right now, we got 36 Ghosts, and then we got some of those sodas right there. And then in the fridge, we got a few in here. I need to put some. There's kind of a mess in here because some of the sodas up here by the freezer exploded, but I also got these at Walmart, the original flavor, if it can focus, there we go, original flavor Ghost in like the small can. It's only 100 grams of caffeine, but I've never tried it, so I'll probably try that in a couple days and see how it is. And then in the freezer section, I got my Bear Bells in there. And then just to give you guys a little room tour of my apartment at college, we got Ronnie Coleman flag, we got some shelves with some pictures, and we got this Lego set that I need to finish building. We got the Tadalafil, got my mini fridge, got a little nightstand, we got the Arnold flag, we got my desk, got closet space, walk-in closet, all my stuff in there, dresser, clothes. And then the setup here, we got the 2 monitors. My Xbox right now is out in the living room. But I got my laptop out here for now. And then I got my chicken, rice, and broccoli I'm about to eat. And then we got the blood pressure monitor. What else do I have? Got this new gaming chair because the room didn't come with one, so this one's pretty nice. Got my whiteboard with everything I need to do and all that, calendar. And then in the bathroom, pretty basic, shower, toilet. And then we got this flag up here for some little motivation. And then we got some decorations over here. Then we got the LED lights, obviously. And then we got these, they're kind of crooked right now, but it's a lot of like rock band small little miniature posters lined up there that my girlfriend recommended me getting. And we got this like laser engraved state of South Carolina with the Coastal Carolina logo in there, which is pretty cool. But right now I'm going to eat this meal and then I'm gonna get to talking. I know I shouldn't be watching this while I'm eating food during my bodybuilding prep, but I'm going to because I want to. And here's what I'm watching.
I'm gonna try the spiciest fast food menu item in all of the USA.
I'm about to get so hungry.
What's for fast food on spicy?
Salt levels. I'm surprised. What? Am I insane? I thought this was crazy good.
It's good, but it's not on its way to a 10.
Alright y'all, so I'm back. I just wanted to basically talk about everything that I'm going through right now. You guys already know I talked about what I'm doing for my prep right now and all of that, what I'm going through. Or not, I shouldn't say what I'm going through, what I'm doing, because it's not like I'm being punished. I choose to do this. But what was I gonna say? Basically, still trying to grow my coaching business slowly, not ramping it up as much as I hoped, because school and my prep is taking up a lot more time than I expected, obviously. So I'm just going to stick with the clients I have right now, maybe get a couple more, and then after my show in December, and I graduate college in May, so from December to May, I'm really going to focus on you guys and getting more clients and changing lives. So I basically just wanted to hit a few key points for the rest of this video. Basically just wanted to talk about like discipline, motivation, and you know, the discipline really comes from just showing up every single day, whether you want to or not. I mean, a lot of people overlook that aspect and like think that like, oh, everyone just says that, you don't really need to do it. You know, some people are just lucky, whatever, yada yada. But when you really stay consistent for like a period of time, you start to develop this view of life that others can't see. And that's kind of what I'm going through right now, like setting myself away from the crowd and really focusing on myself. Just this prep has been like absolutely mind-blowing. Like I've had way more time to myself, I've been way more productive, and I find myself happier overall, which I'm surprised, because I thought that going into this, I was going to be like, oh, it's going to be so hard. Like, I'm not eating anything. I'm doing so much cardio, blah, blah, blah. But, like, it's keeping me busy. And I've really enjoyed it the past, well, I've been cutting since April. But then I kind of took a maintenance phase. And then I just started my prep fully about 2 weeks ago. So that's been fun. It's been a journey, but the thing that helps me stay disciplined is learning how to say no more and be as perfect as possible. Obviously, as humans, we are not perfect, but trying to be perfect is where I see my success, because I like to call myself a perfectionist sometimes, although I can lack certain things and procrastinate and that sort of thing. I do like to try to be as perfect as possible, and in the moment some people just don't understand that, and they see you like as crazy and that you are just never going to achieve your goals. But if you stay consistent and true to yourself and learn how to say no and actually stick and follow through with the plan, you will be successful, and it will take time, and you have to be willing to get through the hard times to get to the success. But with that being said, consistency does beat perfection. Even though I want to be a perfectionist, staying consistent is what gets me as perfect as possible. You know, sometimes I do go through hard times and I'm not as perfect as I could be, but even though I'm consistent, that kind of cancels out. And you have to outgrow the old version of yourself. And what I mean by this is, if you're trying to get somewhere, like, you can't keep going through the same cycle that you were doing before that wasn't getting you there. You have to try new things. You have to make mistakes. And you have to be willing to take advice from others. You know, and I hate to say this, but relating it to this, bullying works. Like, when you get bullied hard enough, you realize, like, oh shit, maybe they have a point. Like, like with certain things, like, you really have to step back and take the perspective, like, oh, are they right? Like, should I be doing that? Am I this? Am I that? And not with all things I'm saying. Obviously, bullying is very bad, but it can help. And chasing the show and like my business growth and just my personal goals and my relationship and everything in general is teaching me a lot of patience, and there's no quick fix to anything. You kind of have to, like I said, stay consistent and be very patient. There's going to be hard times. There's going to be amazing times, There's going to be times when you don't feel like anything's changing, and it's all just part of life, and you have to be willing to get through it and stick with it even when it's hard to really get to that final destination. So, like, with all that being said, the motivation and all that is not what's going to get you your results, because motivation might only last a couple days or a couple weeks or a couple months, whatever it is. It's not going to last your lifetime. You want to build the confidence and the momentum for your life, not for the moment. So I feel like everyone's motivated, like when it's easy or whatever, when they see something that they like, when they're all hyped up, when other people are hyping them up, when they get attention, and when things are going good, but then the second something goes bad, their motivation fades, and that's when discipline comes into play. The people who are disciplined stick with things even when it's hard. And for me, like, an example of my discipline would be like, waking up early mornings. Like, I know I don't wake up super early like some people I know. A lot of people in college don't wake up early, but I wake up decently early, and I'd rather stay in bed, of course, or like the weekends when everyone's going out, and I have cardio to do. But yeah, basically just wanted to make this quick video because a lot of that was on my mind. And if you're watching this right now, I just made a TikTok and Instagram about this just a minute ago. If you're waiting for the perfect time to start, there's no better time to start than now. I thought people were like ridiculous for saying that years ago when I first started working out, but now it literally all makes sense, because like even now I wish I would have started sooner than I already did. So that should show you that you need to start now. And don't focus on one huge goal. Make a smart and selective goal that's achievable within a short span, and achieve that goal, and find the steps that you need to do to achieve that goal, and then set new goals and achieve those goals, and just build and build and build, and your momentum will grow. So if you guys are kind of like on this same wave as me, or just you're really looking to like get a head start and get started, just tell me what you're working on, and I want to hear it. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on this, so we can keep each other accountable. And eventually I want to create some sort of like group. I don't know what app I would do it on. Maybe like a Discord, or like a whatever chat groups we can do. Maybe like an Instagram chat, something like that. But yeah, because you're not in this alone, and like everyone's struggling with something. And if we could talk about it with one another, we could really help each other out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video, and I'm going to try to start posting more and more just about prep and my workouts and nutrition, maybe some food videos, stuff like that. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll be back.